It was a quiet Sunday afternoon. Mia was at her grandparents' house of the day when I rifled through Sarah's bag, searching for her car keys. My fingers brushed against a small box. Condoms, unopened, tucked away in a side pocket. My heart sank. We hadn't used them since before Mia was born 8 years ago. Sarah was out running errands, and the house felt unnervingly still as I held the evidence of her betrayal. 9 years of marriage, countless soccer games for Mia, a life built on trust, now crumbling in my hands. Instead of confronting her immediately, I pulled our wedding photo from a mantle, the one where we were smiling like we could conquer anything, and slipped it into her bag where the condoms had been. I had suspected something for weeks. Sarah's late nights at the office, her phone always face down, the casual way she mentioned Derek, a co-worker, with forced indifference. I brushed it off, unwilling to believe she could cheat. But the condoms hit me like a gut punch. I thought of Mia, her laughter, her trust in us, and how Sarah's actions could destroy that. Replacing the condoms with a wedding photo wasn't just a message. It was a challenge. Explain this, Sarah, without lying. I wanted her to feel the weight of what she risked, to see our past staring back at her. When Sarah returned home, arms full of shopping bags, she didn't notice my silence at first. I watched, waiting for the moment she'd check her bag. It came after dinner, when she reached for her lip balm. Her hands froze as she pulled out the photo instead. Her eyes widened in panic, her face draining of color. "Tom," she started, her voice shaky, but I raised a hand to stop her. "Found something in your bag." I said, calm but cold. "Care to explain why you need those?" Her silence screamed louder than any excuse. "It's not what it looks like," she finally whispered, clutching the photo, her voice trembling. "Then what is it?" I asked, leaning forward. "Because we don't use condoms, Sarah. Not with each other." She sank onto the couch, tears spilling down her cheeks, admitting she'd used them with Derek a few times. She called it a mistake, promising it would end, but the word mistake felt like a lie. I thought of Mia, of soccer games where we cheered side by side, of the vows captured in that photo. "You brought this into our home," I said, pointing at the picture. "You broke us." I didn't stay that night. I packed a bag, checked on Mia's empty room, her stuffed animals lined up on the bed, and drove to a motel. Sarah's text poured in. Apologies, promises to end things with Derek, requests to talk. I ignored them. The wedding photo had done its job, forcing her to face her betrayal without a fight. I thought of our early days. Sarah's laugh like a light up her room, the future we planned for Mia. Now those memories were tainted by her choices. Condoms hidden in her bag like I didn't matter. The next day, I dug deeper. I checked our shared cloud account and recovered deleted texts from Derek. Late-night messages, plans to meet, endearments like babe. I saved them. Not sure if I'd need them for a lawyer or just as a reminder of why I couldn't stay. The shock wasn't just in the condoms. It was in the planning, the secrecy, the way she returned home to me afterward. I thought of Mia's smile, her trust in us, and vowed to protect her from this wreckage. Sarah eventually showed up at the motel, wedding photo in hand, eyes swollen from crying. "I'm so sorry," she said, voice breaking. "I'll do anything to fix this." But I couldn't unsee the condoms. I couldn't undo the betrayal. "You replaced me," I said, steady. "That photo is what's left of us." She sobbed, but I didn't reach for her. Her affair had shattered our trust, and the photo was my way of showing her exactly what she'd lost: a life, a family, a promise. The next day, I took Mia to her soccer game. Her chatter offered a fleeting escape from the pain. Sarah stayed away, giving me space, but I knew she was unraveling. Friends noticed something was off, but I kept it private. The wedding photo had been my quiet revenge, a way to make Sarah confront her choices without a shouting match. I didn't know if I'd file for divorce or try counseling for Mia's sake, but I couldn't live with someone who had condoms while wearing her wedding ring. At the game, Mia scored, her grin lighting up the field. I cheered, heart heavy but resolute. Sarah's betrayal had hurt me deeply, but I wouldn't let it break Mia. The photo in her bag was a mirror reflecting the vows she had broken. I would protect my daughter and rebuild my life, with or without Sarah. Her affair was her secret. My response was her truth, and I made sure she carried it one silent, painful moment at a time. As I drove Mia home, her laughter filling the car, I felt a spark of strength. The condoms had been Sarah's betrayal. The wedding photo was my stand. I didn't know what lay ahead, legal battles, co-parenting, or the faint hope of repair, but I would face it for Mia, for myself. Sarah had lost far more than she realized. That photo, tucked where her secret once hid, would remind her of it forever.